Yves Racine, number 33, with the puck. He's got Brad McCrimmon with him. Up front, Steve Yzerman, Jimmy Carson, John Ogrodnik. Ogrodnik and Leach in the corner. Messier looking for it. Now Cicerelli takes over. Leach and Hurlbut on with Graves and Messier. Cicerelli, one time by McCrimmon, deflected by Ogrodnik, just wide. Hurlbut clearing attempt blocked. Leach cleared. On goal, stopped by Sheldon. 15 seconds to go on the power play for Detroit. Brad McCrimmon moves. Racine drives it around the boards. Cicerelli moving for the puck. Back behind the net, Leach. Can't clear. Stopped by Racine. Takes the shot. Deflected. Saved by Richter. John Ogrodnik with a couple of good deflections in front. Richter makes the save. The power play is over. 11-11 to go. First period. 1-1 the score. Sheldon Kennedy moves it behind the net. Jay Wells reverses from Mike Gardner. Out for Nemchinov, trying to break down. Just couldn't control the puck.
That was within a hair of a 2-on-1. Detroit's defense do a lot of pinching. We just saw that with Chason, and it almost cost the Red Wings.
Sean Byrne moves across, drops it off to Kennedy for the shot, deflected up into the crowd. Sheldon Kennedy, who scored the Detroit goal, has 7 goals on 15 shots this season.
The play was Chason pinches in front of the Rangers bench. He's a left defenseman. He pinches in deep. See that? Now Burr, number 11, steps in behind him. He's a centerman. If that pass out to Nemchinov clicks, it's a 2-on-1 with only the one defenseman back. The Rangers, you could see, tried it. The Rangers appear to be expecting Detroit to pinch. And if they continue to move the puck out nicely, they may be able to take advantage of the pinch and have 2-on-1s all night.
Joey Kocur had some words with Pete Primo, and then he moves across and sets up. Nemchinov, Gardner, and Kocur on with Hardy and Wells. Rangers dressing 5 defensemen tonight. Joe Cirella scratched. James Patrick still out with short shoulder. Expected to be back on Sunday night when the Rangers will host the Toronto Maple Leafs. Rangers will play Friday night in Washington. Along the boards, Gardner looking for it, so is Kocur. And Nemchinov has it. Able to get it to Hardy. He had Lidstrom with it, and Sean Burke clears it out, dumps it down. 10-10 remaining, first period. 1-1 the score. Hardy moves it, takes a hit from Primo. Gardner trying to control, bounces side of the net. Nemchinov couldn't clear it aside. Here's a shot that goes wide by Ray Shepard.
This is the forechecking of Primo, big 55. See, he's doing it again, working those backboards, fishing the puck away and moving it.
Shepard's got it. Set up in front. Save Richter on Lidstrom. Burr centers. It's intercepted by Wells, and he clears.
Primo's had an excellent start to this game, setting up 1 goal already and very nearly another with just some solid, big hitting in the offensive zone. He's so big, he looks bigger than 220, but he just knocks people off the puck, and then he controls it.
Third player picked overall in the 1990 draft. Pete Primo, 6'4", 220 pounds.
Play, it looked like it may have been icing too, and Richter ended up touching the puck. There's Primo getting the puck, putting it in front, and you see the shot go wide there by Ray Shepard. Now watch Primo go to work again. Oh, fishing, grabs it from Mike Gardner, who was carrying the puck back into his own zone instead of trying to just chip it out.
The big guy who was settled in. They found the spot for him.
Getting more ice time with Fedorov, of course, injured. The Red Wings using Primo both on the wing and at center ice.
Just turned 21 last week.
When you're that big, if you have legs to match the size, it's not a bad asset.
Paul Yzerman with the puck. Picked up by Leach. Centers, and the shot deflected wide. Steve Yzerman looking for it. Yzerman again to Yzerman. He's picked up by Turcotte. Turcotte, King, and Broughton on for the Rangers. Yzerman, Yzerman, and Gallant for Detroit. Yzerman pinned by Bukaboom in the corner. 1-1 the score with 9:10 to go in the first period. The puck cleared out of the zone, and Yves Racine takes over. Red Wings are out shooting the Rangers 7-3. They've had 2 power play chances. Graves and Kennedy, the goal scorers thus far. The pass tipped by Chris King, sent the other way by Gord Krupke. Now Turcotte leaves it for King and heads for the net. Trautwig sends it through, and it's played by Gallant out of the zone. Detroit scratching Mark Howe, and they're missing a couple of key players. Sergei Fedorov is out with a shoulder injury, and Dallas Drake is out. Drake, a good-looking rookie. Very well for him.
You know whose agent is?
Tom Laidlaw. Oh, that's right.
Former New York Ranger player and LA King player. Drake's a gutsy player. Loves to take the body, and he's missed as he's out with a groin problem.
8:10 to go. First period. Icing was called on the Red Wings.
New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by your New York.
Shovelday stopped, and Messier kept batting at it.
He went after it. Sillinger was the opposite centerman. A matchup that I'm sure Roger Nielsen enjoys. And Messier tried to trick Sillinger, went directly to the net, had 2 shots at it. The first shot, you'll see it saved. And then it's up in the air. Messier bangs at the puck, but it ends up in Chevelday's glove. A tricky little play and a quick change for the Red Wings as Yzerman comes out to take the draw, and Sillinger stays on the ice as a backup, number 23.
Messier, Graves, and Amonte on. Yzerman wins the draw. Vladimir Konstantinov is spun around. Yzerman takes the puck. Leach pinching, but it's cleared out by Sillinger. Sillinger, number 23. Graves has it. Out comes Shovelday to play it. Knocked down by Amonte. Graves has it. Feed to Messier. Going against Mike Sillinger. Pushes it to Amonte. Comes out in front. He shoots, it's blocked. There's a penalty upcoming on the Red Wings. Holding is a call.
Looks like Konstantinov will get the minor.
Well, Chason went into the penalty box, and he comes out.
Konstantinov's the man right in front, holding on to Adam Graves. Graves can't get loose. Chason then grabs a hold of Messier's stick, and he thought that he had the penalty.
He went right into the penalty box first.
I watched McCurry point right over at Konstantinov. So Konstantinov gets the minor, and the Rangers have a chance to go ahead. The Rangers really haven't had a solid scoring chance since the goal by Graves, and the only other one after that was halfway decent was Messier off the faceoff.
Now, if Chason admits that he committed a penalty, should he go in there too?
Chason needs to learn something.
That's right.
Never guilty until proven, or whatever.
Konstantinov for holding the stick in 12:25. Rangers' first power play. Rangers are now 7th in the league on the power play, as they have run a streak of 16 consecutive games with power play goals, having scored 27 power play goals. Oh, that one hit the crossbar or the post on the rising shot by Brian Leach. In front, Gardner tries to get it to Kocur. Kocur finds it. His shot is blocked. Working against Sean Burr. Wards off the check. Gets it to Doug Waite. Back to Leach for the shot, just wide. Around to Turcotte. Turcotte, Leach, Waite, Gardner, and Kocur for the Rangers. Turcotte down to Kocur. He shoots. He scores! Joey Kocur! It's a power play goal! And the Rangers lead 2-1.
Adam Graves drew the penalty, standing in front. Kocur scores in a power play. Kocur will move before he accepts the pass. Back to the middle to set up a shooting angle. You'll see the pass come from the point, the left point. Watch him move right down to Kocur. Look at Kocur move to the middle to create himself a better shooting angle. And he catches Chevelday, not standing up, not all the way down. He's halfway in between. And as Chevelday was dropping, Kocur puts the puck right underneath him, as you see it there. Great pass by Turcotte to find Kocur, who was wide open.
Scoring against his former team, the Detroit Red Wings. Joe Kocur with his 3rd of the season and his 2nd power play goal. And that has to please Roger Nielsen a lot, because Joe Kocur worked real hard in the offseason to be that second guy, that strong guy up front, to set up in front of the net.
Joey Kocur needs ice time to show that he can play. It's not like Domi, where Domi can come off the bench and play well if it's only 2 or 3 minutes a game. By the way, Probert is now on the ice. The first time at even strength since the Domi fight, and Roger Nielsen matches up the Turcotte line.
If you joined us late, they did go at it. Domi and Probert at 37 seconds.
I understand Probert, prior to the game in the locker room, was very, very, very quiet. Something a little out of his character. He was trying to psych himself up for the start of this thing.
Kocur gets the goal, a power play goal, his third goal of the season from Turcotte and Waite at 13:04. 2-1, Rangers leading it. Jay Wells has the puck. 6:45 to go in the first period. The puck's all the way out of the zone.
Rangers changing on the fly. They want the Messier unit on the ice.
And Messier comes off the board. He goes in. Great poke check by Sheldon. Probert against Graves along the board. Amonte moves in. Graves works it loose. Leach pinching against Cicerelli. It's cleared out. Jimmy Carson comes down against Bukaboom. Hook checked away by Bukaboom. Messier's got the puck. Messier is skating well. Pushes it into the Detroit zone. He was checked out by the Rangers doctor prior to the start of the game. Intercept by Messier. Graves with a shot wide.
Rangers have had success working deep, real deep in the Detroit zone.
The puck went off a Crimmins skate. He's got it again. Swiped that by Tony Amonte up the boards. Leach got a stick on it, and Cicerelli tipped it out of the zone. Things have taken turns playing for long periods of time in the other zone.
Both those, Sam, after power plays. Power plays, even if you don't score, generally gives you some kind of offensive flow. And then when the penalties are over, that offensive flow generally continues. That's why penalties are important, and to stay away from bad penalties. It continues the offensive flow of a game.
Chris King, Gartner flying down the right side, but the dump in was blocked by Krupke. King goes for the puck, pushes it aside. Primo with a lead for Shepard. Shepard moves across with Sean Berg, drops it back to Yves Racine. Offside was whistled, play stopped. No, penalty call.
Holding penalty, Sam.
Penalty called. 5:09 to go in the first period. And right now it's time for JD's latest golf tips. So let's go to Al Trautwig with Curtis Strange. Al?
Well, that'll be very easy. We're going to get golf tips from Curtis Strange, who's visiting the Garden for his very first time. And Curtis, I wonder if your initial impact of the game might be to next time you see Payne Stewart on the course, challenge him to a fight, then the two of you slug it out, then the PGA sends you to the penalty box. It could bring a whole new element to your game.
Well, it'll certainly take a lot of the tension off this first part of the day, but this is exciting. It's my first time to the Garden, like you said, and I've always been a New York fan. I mean, it's my first time seeing the Rangers, and it's really exciting, especially to have these good seats to see a good game like this.
Well, it's always good to see you, and it's good to see you again as you shop for the holidays. Thanks, Curtis.
Thank you, Al.
All right, back to you, Sam.
All right, Al. Penalty called with Primo for holding the stick at 14:51. Second power play for the Rangers. They're 1 for 1.
I want to run down and get his autograph. One of the very intense golfers. Great player. Good to see Curtis Strange here. Isn't that great?
Konstantinov sends it up. Al gave him his seats, you know.
You could take a lesson. So could I.
Eisenbart short-handed, moves in, shot it wide, then got knocked down by Kocur. Konstantinov in deep. Around the net, it's blocked by Leach. Great pressure. Here's Sillinger. Detroit short-handed, and they're controlling the puck. And Turcotte with the hit knocks Sillinger off the play, and Waite comes away with it. Lead for Graves. Two-line pass.
Oh, yeah. Turcotte and Sillinger had quite a battle.
And Graves is banging with Konstantinov.
Konstantinov is a player that can quickly get underneath anybody's skin. He's a player that agitates, loves to use a stick, and drives the opposition crazy.
He's tough.
From Russia? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he'll give it out. He'll take it. But the thing is, you try to stay poised around the guy because he'll get to you. It's just a matter of time.
The whistle was blown. Konstantinov came over and gave Graves a bump. Graves bumped back, and they continue to bump all the way down the ice. Vladimir Konstantinov in his second year in the National Hockey League. And he's established himself pretty well on the Detroit defense.
He was a captain of the Goodwill team. There they bump at the time of the whistle, or maybe well after the whistle. That's what got it started. Konstantinov will come up with a stick, too.
4:20 to go, first period. Rangers leading 2-1 on a power play with 1:11 to go, and the penalty to Keith Primo. Messier, Gartner, and Amonte on with Leach and Hurlbut.
Yzerman on the ice. He has one shorthanded goal on the season. Last season he had 8. Detroit last season had 18, which led the entire league.
Messier moves in. Slowed down by Racine. Lost the puck. Banged off the glass. Leach kept it in. Probert. Pass behind Amonte. Racine plays it. Knocked away by Gartner. Messier pushes it into the corner and chases it. Probert. Leach moves down with it. Pass across intended for Amonte. Tipped by Lidstrom. It went into the crowd, stopping play.
The last team to shut the Rangers out on the Rangers power play was Montreal 17 games ago. And that's why the Rangers have moved up to number 7 on the power play. That's a pretty good streak. Rangers special teams going into this game +10. All on the power play. They had scored 35 and given up 25. Dead even with at 5 with shorthanded goals for and against.
So Konstantinov carrying it all the way out and driving it wide of the net. Bounces to Sillinger with speed. He moves around. He's taken out of the play, and Probert has the puck. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Messier carrying. Messier bucks with Gartner. The puck taken away. Red Wings move down. Chason winds up. His shot blocked by Leach. Bounces down to Amonte. Amonte and Gartner move down. 5 seconds to go on the power play. 3-on-2 across the line. Pass to Messier. Messier shot blocked. Wells gets to the puck. Chason fires.